Alright, welcome back. Now we will learn how we can create databases, right? We just learned how we set up our tool, like install MySQL, XAMPP server, things like that. Now we will learn how we can create our databases, right? Okay, to do this, I will open my XAMPP server and make sure your MySQL is running. Next, open MySQL Workbench, and then we already created our MySQL instance. And if I just click on this instance, there it is, right? This is my panel, it is up and running. And if I just press Control and then zoom it a little bit so I can write codes clearly. Okay, now we'll write how we can create database. Majorly there are two ways you can create database. The first, you can write your own query to create database, and you can use GUI features. Like we are using MySQL Workbench, so we can just create our schema or our database only using GUI tools, right? Now firstly we will look how we can create a database with the help of queries, right? So if I just write create, this is a keyword, create database, and then the name of the database. It could be a shop, it could be your e-commerce database, and anything. So if I just say create database shop, and what next, and if I just press the run button here, and okay, and if I just refresh it, there it is. You can see our database has been created. If I just take a little bit on the right side of my screen, okay, it looks good. So that's basically a query to create database. Okay, now if I just press again the run button, click, and you can see there is an error pop. The database, that means can't create database because the database already exists, right? So this is the key that we can create database. So we can also add a condition. For example, if I just say create database if not exists, we can use condition, right? Not exists. And if I just press the run button, there it is. You can see now this time we have a warning that that's saying the databases already exist, right? So this is kind of condition we used that check if the database does not exist. Okay, so that's it. Now what next? If I just how we can let me just create another database. For example, if I just say the SQL keywords should be, if you write capital words, that would be better, it looks good. So if I just say create database, and then the name of the database, for example this time shop1, and then at the end of the statement we will put semicolon, and then press run button again, and there it is, database has been created. If I just click on refresh here, there it is, right? Now we have two databases. This is the way that we use queries to create database. How we can use GUI, the GUI feature of Workbench, to create our database. So if I just close the tab and then go to the toolbar here, you can see we can, if I just click on this little SQL bar, if I just click here, it will create a new bar where we can write queries, right? And if I just click on, there are a lot of options that we will be learn, the major ones. And if I just click here, you can see a little pop-up here, create a new schema in the connected server. So if I just click it, schema is similar to kind of creating database. It's kind of alias to database, right? So what is the name of the database, right? The schema name. For example, this time if I just say shop2, we will not put semicolon, sorry about that. And char set, character set, that is basically, and you can set the character set, and this is the sub menu for that. Okay, shop2, and if I just click on apply button, and then again apply, finish, and if I just refresh, and there it is, we just got the shop2, right? So that's, we learn how we can create databases using MySQL, the query, and the user interface, right? I mean the GUI way. So in the next video we will be learn how we can drop the database, that means delete databases.